What's up, everybody? Today we are going to be doing the Week 17 games. We're only doing the first four that are supposed to happen. In this one, this will be separated into 4 different videos, each of just 4 different games. Today we got the Jets versus the Browns. In the first one, let's go ahead and get this started. And then after this, we got Lions versus Cowboys, Titans versus Texans, and then Falcons versus Bears. This game here, though, is in Cleveland. Both teams are pretty evenly ranked. I don't remember the exact star rating of both of them, and I don't plan on putting it in the video, so you just gotta kind of believe me and what I say. But I think Cleveland is a 4-star defense and a 3-star offense, or 2.5-star offense, and then the Jets are just 3 stars on each, which I think is a bit too high rated for the Jets. They have played like garbage this season. Not as bad as the Bears. The Bears have played absolutely terrible, in my opinion. You can't get worse than the Bears. Denver, I would say they were in there at one point. They kind of stepped up towards the end. And so they are still a bottom team, but they're not in competition for the worst team in the NFL with the Bears anymore. The Bears happily took their spot as the worst team. And Cleveland strikes very quickly. Well, I guess not. They took half the first quarter, but that's pretty quick in Retro Bowl. And the Jets will start off their first drive with a return from the 1. Let's see where they get with this. Getting just to the 24-23, it looks like. And the Jets are going to start off here. There's not really anyone open. Throw it up to the running back. Caught it in traffic, 13-yard pickup. Not too bad. I think I'm going to hit Jets here with a run. Or the Cleveland with a run. I said the team's backwards. I don't know, the last time I did that was, I don't think I've ever done that. It's pretty difficult to get the teams backwards. Somehow managed it. Looks like this might be one-on-one here on the bottom part of the screen. That might be just a throw it up and take the shot kind of play. That's what I'm going to do. And it is caught and a stiff arm is thrown. If I can get away from one tackler. Can't quite. And this should be the end of the first. It is. Jets should score here in the next 1 to 2 plays. Maybe, if there's anyone open. Okay, a receiver comes open across the middle. And that'll be the touchdown. I knew it was going to be this play or the next one. Just had a feeling. And the last time I did something like this, it was the Christmas game. And I'm going to start doing this a bit more often because that one absolutely blew up. I think over just 2 days it's already over 500 views, which is more than like a third of the amount of views my entire channel has. So if it was working that well, might as well do it again. And I think I might do it for next season. I might, or might not. I'm not sure. And I might do a pre-game kind of role. I don't know. I'll figure out what I'm going to do with it. I am going to do the rest of the season. I'll do week 18 as well. And I will do the playoffs. I'll be doing it, the wild cards, then the second round, and then I'll move on and I'll do the divisional and the Super Bowl in one video. Because if I don't do that, the other videos will be super short. And I don't know. I don't know why I don't do that. Short videos aren't a bad thing. If anything, they're better because with the new YouTube Shorts edition, people's attention span is so much lower than it ever has been. And I can't really keep people watching my video for longer than a minute. It's because they're like, well, I want something to happen immediately, or else I'm clicking off the video, because I can just go over to YouTube Shorts and scroll through and get 1-minute clips of everything. And unfortunate for all those people out there, I don't know how to work Shorts yet. I haven't quite figured that out. And probably should have by now. I mean, my channel's just over a month and a half old, so it's not super crazy that I don't know everything about YouTube yet, but I probably should know more than I do. I don't know, it's kind of embarrassing to say, but it took me I think it was like a week or two in before I even knew you could edit stuff on YouTube. I thought you had to download an editor yourself, which I think most big channels do, but there is a way to edit on YouTube. I didn't know about that. I figured that out though, which is why most of my videos are just one long video, and I don't really edit much because I don't think there's much that I really need to edit out. The entire premises of my videos are to watch games, and I feel that without certain parts of the games, you're not getting the whole story. My opinion, if you prefer just getting the highlight clips and taking out some of the kick returns and stuff, I can do that. You can comment down below which you prefer, watching the full game or just watching clips, or some of the best clips and leaving some of the lamer or not as, I guess, exciting parts out. And I can do that. It'll take me longer, but so if it gets me more views, I will happily waste more of my time. And I only call this a waste of time because at the moment I'm not getting any benefit from this. I'm just making videos for people that enjoy to watch. And I'm not sure there's that many people that truly enjoy this, so it's really just for people to watch and hate on my videos. I've not actually got that many hate comments. I've only got 1 or 2, I think. I don't really pay that much attention to them. If you got something good to say, I'll 100% respond. Otherwise, I will most likely ignore you. Or if I can tell you why it's bad that way, I'll explain it. I try to improve, and hate comments are a way to improve, but not all of them are 100% true to the video. Not every hate comment has truth behind it. There are quite a few that are just because they don't like the sound of your voice or something. I don't know. I'm surprised I haven't got that comment. You talk too much. Your jokes are annoying. That was actually one of the comments I thought I'd have earlier on, is that my voice is annoying or my jokes aren't funny. Which I know they're not funny, that's why I say them. I was trying to be funny, I wouldn't be funny. That makes no sense. You make sense of that if you want. Or you can just hate on me for not making sense. That works too. I don't have much problem with it. This game has been, ultimately, I don't want to say boring, but it's not been the most exciting. I mean, there were one or two big plays, but majority of the time it's just been 10, 15-yard passes, long touchdown maybe. I'm going to make it interesting. I'm going to throw it up there. I think that's too far anyways. Yep. Okay. So that didn't hurt or help me in any way. Well, I guess it kind of does hurt me, because that pushes me to third down, which kind of forces me to look for the first down. As I do get it, and I break a tackle, and another. Okay, here's the exciting gameplay people want. Circle juke. Can I do it again? Okay, I did it again. I'm gonna do it again. Oh, I can't do it again. I got 25 yards there and got like 2 or 3 circle jukes on. I put their team in the spin cycle. Try and hit the tight end. I think that should be a perfect pass. It is. Alright, I tried to do a little stop and go situation there. Make people dive in front of me and then just walk around them. Trying to make it a bit more interesting, because just normal gameplay isn't the most interesting thing in the world. So I'm trying to do some crazy stuff, like maybe throwing in the triple coverage. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not throwing away the game, but I definitely don't want it to be boring. I don't know why I paused for so long for that. That thought was just sitting in my head. I just never said it, I guess. Oh, that might be an interception. Heh. Oh, I thought I could place that perfectly, get a quick touchdown. But this game might actually be more interesting than I thought. This might go to overtime, as that looked like a perfect pass, but it's overthrown. Alright, we got a one-on-one situation on the outside. I'm going to try exactly what I did with Cleveland. And I'm going to try and throw a perfect pass in there. I did it that time. Okay, broken tackle. Couldn't quite juke him. That's a 25-yard pickup. Now I just need to get somewhere past the 50. I'd say get as far as I can. That's what I go for. Alright, well, that tackle wouldn't let me move, so this is going to overtime if I can't get a touchdown. Alright, so we've got overtime on our hands. All because as I tried to go out of bounds, I got tackled, and you can't move when they're in a tackle animation, so we'll see how this goes. Jets do get the ball, so this could be a Jets win. It'd be surprising to see the Jets beat Cleveland in real life, especially with how good Cleveland's played defensively and how terribly the Jets have played offensively. I mean, if they do win, I'd put the entire win up to the defense of the Jets and the offense of the Browns just doing terrible. With Joe Flacco, that doesn't look like a problem. Joe Flacco is good, and I missed the pass. Alright, well, the Jets might go 4 and out here. I think since this is overtime, this is fourth down territory. But it doesn't look like I'm going to have to bother with it, as the Jets receiver decides he's going to catch this and break a tackle, which he would have been tackled just short, so I would have went for it on fourth down. But didn't have to, because he broke the tackle. And there's not really anyone open here. I was just going to throw it up to this receiver across the middle. Oh, my hand's making the table creak. I got a heavy hand, I guess. I just moved the mouse, that's all I did. It sounded like I was about to bust through the floor or something. I don't weigh that much. I ain't a chubster. Alright, well, we need a first down here. He's running a flag, the tight end. There's really nothing open. I'm going to just throw it up there. I don't have much of a choice. Alright, is this a first down? I can't tell. If that's a first down, that's an amazing first down. Alright, that is a first down. Okay. Well, we are, I think, in field goal range. I'm not 100% sure. As this one, just that one D lineman keeps breaking through, he's quite literally playing exactly like Myles Garrett would, carrying the entire defense. As Jets are just going to go for a field goal here. That does give Cleveland a chance, but 5 seconds isn't much of a chance. That means either they get a kick return or this is a touchback and they get a 75-yard play, which is unlikely. Both of them. Kick return more unlikely, but this will be a touchback, so 75-yard pass is what it's going to have to be. I want them all on streaks. This looks like it could work. This one receiver is, the entire game is on his hands. And I'm going to throw it up there. Entire game. This looks like something big could happen. Nope. Okay. 32 yards, that's not too bad. They were in field goal range. If there was just more time, this would have ended in a tie. But Cleveland, how did it go into double overtime? What? What? How has Cleveland still got more time? Okay, well, I'll play it out. Cleveland still has a chance to win somehow? I guess Retro Bowl can't let Cleveland lose or something? If you know what that is, tell me down below. I'm going to play it out. Maybe it's a sign from the Retro Bowl gods that Cleveland is meant to win this game. Or maybe they're giving the Jets a chance at getting an interception or forcing a fumble or something. I don't know. I've never seen that happen before. The overtime clock struck 0. It should have been game over at that point. Cleveland should have lost and the Jets should have won. And it should have been over just like that. I don't know. Comment down below if you've ever had that happen to you. Or, you can also comment if you know why that happened. I've never had that happen to me, nor have I ever seen it happen. That's insane. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't even know that was something that could happen. So my finger just popped. I don't know if you heard that. Do I throw it? It would be a touchdown. I'm gonna throw it. Cleveland with somehow winning. Okay. So Cleveland somehow won that. I don't know who to really give it to. Technically, the Jets should have won. And there's the star ratings if you really cared. But that should have ended with a Jets win. Comment down below who you think really won that. The Jets or Cleveland. I mean, the score shows Cleveland, but the Jets ended the first overtime with a lead. Alright, now back with it after the Browns somehow miraculously made the overtime clock reset so they could win. We are moving on to Detroit versus Dallas. And Detroit looks like they're starting off. I can't tell. Their jerseys are too alike. I should have changed them. I think this is Detroit, which this is a Cowboys home game, as the running back just tried to throw the ball back at the QB. We got a one-on-one situation there. Let's see if I can try and hit him. Okay, never mind. I tried to let it go, but I was already sacked. That was quick. Micah Parsons IRL. Giving you no time. Alright, throw it up. There's 2 receivers, 1 defender. Alright. 24 yards. Pick up the first down on a 3rd and 16 after a sack by the Cowboys. The Lions are not giving up that easily, it seems. As one of them is, I can't tell if that was the receiver or tight end who caught that, but they are a yard short. Pretty much 2 yards. Okay, well, they're going to call it 1 yard. I'm going to hit the running back there. Maybe this time he'll catch it. And an 8-yard pickup by the running back. And I'm just now realizing that it's raining here in Dallas. The tight end could be one-on-one here. That's what's going to happen. Do I have enough time to hit him, though? It seems I do. I overthrew him by a yard. Just barely. That could have been a touchdown if I had hit it. But I guess we will never know. That receiver's running to the sideline. I like that. Let's cut to the inside, back to the outside. Tackled after a 17-yard gain. I don't know if you can tell the difference between the jerseys. The light blue is the Lions and dark blue is the Cowboys. I really should have changed the jerseys, but since I've started the game, there's no point in going back. Because that's more editing for me, and I prefer not to edit as much, because then I ain't gotta worry. And I'm gonna try and get all these videos out before the actual games happen, so that way it doesn't look like in case if the same teams win as they do here as an IRL, it doesn't make it look like I scripted it. Because if I post all the videos before the actual game happens, then no one can say that I saw the game happen, because otherwise I've somehow time traveled. If I knew how to time travel, I wouldn't be doing this to try and make money. I would bet on the games. I just make my entire life's worth of money off of betting. Or I could bet, I don't know, I guess I can bet some ex-NFL players or retired NFL players is what I mean by that. I could bet that I could predict the Super Bowl and then, I don't know, bet on the winning team and say I bet this team wins by this and this is the score and whatever, and win like $1 million just like that. I wouldn't have to do this if I could do that. That'd be amazing, as that route I thought was going to the inside, not the outside. Oh well. Looks like I don't have eyeballs. And can't read routes because jerseys are the same. And it's raining. I don't think that has anything to do with it. He's running a flag. He's running a post to the outside. He's running a curl, I think. No, he's running a post to the inside. I really need to look at these routes a bit more, don't I? I know none of the routes. I look at one route and think I know everything. I need to stop that, or else I'm going to end up destroying one of these teams on accident. Okay, you're running out, you're a streak, you're out, and you're a curl. Okay, I know the routes. I think the comeback route is the one I'm going to hit it early, go to the outside, inside, touchdown. No problem. No biggie. Alright, tie game. 1:14 left. As fast as Detroit can score, this could very easily be Detroit lead at half. I think they can easily get within field goal range in 1:14 seconds. Especially if this is a touchback, and it is. So this will be interesting to watch, because this one play or one drive could essentially decide the entire game right here. I'm not going to call a timeout just yet. After the next play, I'm start calling timeouts. And I really don't like the routes that they're calling, but I don't want to switch the routes in case if they're running all streaks on the last play when I only need like a yard or something. I'd prefer to have the change plays then. Like right here, this is a good play because the tight end's going to take him. It's all one-on-one situations, and the tight end is going to catch that. I thought I overthrew him. Didn't. I got one play to get into the end zone. Really, essentially, or safely without a risk, shoot for the end zone, as it looks like the tight end could be the man that gets the job done, and he does. Breaks 2 tackles. Took longer on that play than I would have liked, so it was a touchdown or nothing. Not what I wanted, but we do get the touchdown, so works out. Can't be too mad if it works out in your favor. Dallas can still win this though. All they got to do is keep it tied and get the final possession. Essentially, whoever has the final possession wins this at this point, which is kind of obvious. If you're tied, whoever has the last possession is essentially the winner, or theoretically should be the winner. Because if you have a tie game with ball, the team with the ball is more likely to win just based off of stats and probability and all that. I won't seem like too much of a nerd though, and I won't get into all the details there. But just based on statistics, the team with the ball as pretty much a guaranteed win. And that's essentially where this team or this game looks like it's gonna go. Just whoever has the ball last. Except maybe, unless if Dallas decides they're going to start playing better defense. It's not like they've played terrible defense. They have slowed Detroit on their first drive and kept them to 2 or 3 long third down conversions. But it's not like Detroit is terrible offensively or defensively either. They're good in both aspects, really. But Detroit is not as good as Dallas in either of those, I don't think. Maybe they are in offense. We'll see at the end of the game for the people that truly care. I don't think it matters that much for me. Because in my opinion, if I'm good with a team, I'm good with a team. Because I've had players in some of my playthroughs that are just fast and can't really catch, and I had a good quarterback or terrible quarterback or a no-star quarterback. It doesn't really matter. If you know the player and how they play and can adapt to that, it's kind of like in the NFL, really. I mean, if you can play to the player's strengths, I don't know why that sounded so weird, but if you can find their strengths and just play with or play to their strengths, you're pretty much going to have an easy game no matter what. So as long as I can find a team's strong point early on in the game, it's not going to be that much of a problem winning games. Except for some reason now the Detroit receivers are not wanting to catch the football. And there it goes again, right in his chest, and he just drops it. Maybe this is a strategy to waste more time or something, because that's all it's doing. It's not moving the chains for the Lions whatsoever. Okay, now they decide to catch the ball. I guess it's take it to third down every single time and then do your best then. I don't understand why the receivers aren't catching until third down. It's almost like they're trying to make me annoyed with their team, which at the rate they're going in real life, I will end up playing with their team 3 more times or 2 more times. This will be the third, because there's this one next week and then the playoffs. So I'm guaranteed to play with this team at least 2 more times. Kind of annoying. Just because their receivers decide when and when not to catch the ball. It's almost like the Chiefs. Catch the ball when there's no chance at winning and drop it when you need to catch it. I understand why Patrick Mahomes gets frustrated now. It truly is just annoying when you throw the ball where it needs to be and your receiver just doesn't catch it. Bullet pass to the tight end, caught by the running back. Okay, not at all who I threw to, but as long as it's caught, I don't care. And now it's Dallas's turn for the 1-minute drill, which is essentially the 2-minute drill in the actual NFL. And we'll see if they can do what Detroit already has and score within the final minute. Now, the last game was confusing because I thought for sure with the time playing as one team that I would have a chance to score again with both teams. And it'd still be tied, but I'd plan whoever had the last possession, I'd go for 2 with them. But that didn't happen because the last possession was that possession. And this is going to have to be probably a quick play here and then a big play right after, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to dive, take a timeout, because 40 yards is easier than 45 yards. Sounds logical. I don't know why I have to say that, but some people would think that that's a stupid decision, which it very much could be a stupid decision. I don't know yet, but I know it's easier to get 40 yards than 45 yards. But Detroit does come out on top. So far, the Browns somehow miraculously caused overtime to double. And there's the star ratings if you cared. And let's move on to the next game. Right now we got Tennessee and Houston. Of course, I'll be very excited if Tennessee wins, as we're playing in Houston. So also in Texas. So we got back-to-back Texas games. Texas is going to make a lot of money off the NFL in Week 17. They're surely not mad. If you're mad that you got 2 NFL games going on in Texas and both stadiums have to pay tax and all that, because it's not cheap. I mean, the NFL is going to make more money off of it than Texas will, but the state of Texas is still going to make a ton of money. Probably somewhere around the millions because of electricity, broadcasting, and all that. You got to pay for that in taxes. So, as much money as you're making in the NFL, as much money as the NFL's making off the players and all that, while the higher up you go, the more money they're making, as whoever this receiver is amazing. It's literally destroying the entire Houston defense. I wasn't even paying attention, wasn't even trying to juke anybody. 46 yards, that's not terrible. But what I was saying is, the higher up you get in the industry of the NFL, the more money you're going to see distributed. Because up at the top, whoever owns the NFL, which is the commissioner, which I don't remember his name. I'm sure you guys know who I'm talking about. But the commissioner of the NFL, which is essentially the owner of the NFL, he makes probably the most money out of everyone. But then he has to pay the team owners a portion of all that money. And then the team owners got to pay the coaches and give the coaches enough money to pay the players. So, out of everyone there, it goes commissioner, owners, coaches, players on the power board, but players make more than the coaches. And then under all of them, you got training staff, and you got injury team, the medical team is what I mean by that. And then you got the people that run the concession stands, and the owner also has to pay taxes for the electricity used in the stadium, and the commissioner has to pay the tax for the broadcasting. Oh, interception. Okay, wasn't even paying attention. Threw it straight to him, and he bobbles it to the defense. Interesting. I mean, I know this is not at all how it's going to go in real life, and if it does, I'm going to be very happy. About bobbled it right back to them. They would have got so much better field position. It's like, oh, interception. Haha. After just an extra minute of gameplay, you get 15 extra yards just based off of another interception. But this one's another big play. I hit the same receiver, that one that's down at the bottom of the screen. Whoever is down at, I think the other one was top of the screen, but I'm saying screen like I'm setting screens, but I'm talking about the gameplay screen. People know what I mean. At least if you use the context of which I'm saying it. This might be a touchdown, and it will be a touchdown. It won't might be, it will be. As Tennessee now has a 14-0 lead going into the middle of the second quarter. I almost want to say second half. Not quite. Houston can still take this back. They do start with it in the second half, so very possible they can still win. Tennessee got a huge hand over top of them. It's like having Wembanyama guarding you in basketball, and you're just a Little League player. Yeah, it seems impossible for them to win at this point, but it's not. Also, the way they rated Houston is terribly wrong. They are playing so much better than Tennessee. Tennessee should not be rated higher, which I think Tennessee's not rated good at all. They're rated like 3 offensively or 2.5 offensively and only like 1.5 defensively, which is also wrong because their defense has played better than the offense has all season. Offense is terrible. I mean, it got extremely good compared to where they started at when Will Levis took over. But I mean, we're out of the playoffs, so it's not like Will Levis came in and pushed a team that looked like they weren't even going to win a game into the playoffs. No, he didn't do that. He just pushed a team that wasn't going to win a game to win 5 games. So, not the craziest a quarterback can do. This is going to be too low. Okay, well, Houston had a chance to get points on the board and can't kick a football, evidently. Which, I don't know who their kicker is, IRL. I think he could hit a 54-yarder. Most NFL kickers can. At least lengthwise, they can. Accuracy-wise is where it kind of differs for kickers. Especially when you have the best one in the league in Justin Tucker, which Baltimore utilized him quite a bit to win over San Francisco. I think he had like 5 or 6 field goals in that game. I might be exaggerating that. But he had, I think, 1 from 50 something. So it wasn't like he didn't do anything. It wasn't like the defense drove down and gave him 20-yard field goals. I mean, he did have, like, majority of them 20 yards or less, or around 20 yards. Not less than 20 yards. I don't think he kicked one under 20 yards. But he did have quite an easy job. He didn't miss a single one that game, though. But all in all, he had a very good game. Whoever owns him in fantasy football is very happy. Justin Tucker showed out against San Francisco, and so did the Baltimore defense. I mean, the Baltimore defense, man. Tipped the ball 3 times. There was only 1 interception that was truly Brock Purdy's fault, which it was just a terrible read. He wanted to throw to his best player, and he wasn't really open. The other times it was defense tipped it up in the air or smacked his elbow while he was throwing. Houston finally able to get onto the board. I had the fight for that one. I mean, Houston is terrible in retro ball. You'll see their star rating. It is not good. They got like a 2-star defense maybe, and a 1, maybe 1.5-star offense. It is absolutely insane how lowly rated they are, despite them being a better team than like half the teams in the NFL. Which is sad to say because they got a rookie quarterback and a rookie wide receiver who's number 1 on their team. So it's pretty much a college team that's playing better than, of course, it's NFL talent from college teams that are playing, but still, it's insane how easily they are adjusting. Majority of the time, it takes people way longer than, like, I don't even know if, I can't remember the quarterback's name. Oh, what's his name? Oh, I can't think of it. I don't know, but you would think it would take him more than, I think he only had, really, his first game was absolutely terrible, if I'm remembering his stats and not someone else's. But, I mean, every game that he's played is nowhere near what you would expect from a rookie quarterback. If you look at his first game, I think, if I'm thinking of the right stats, that's what you would expect for him the entire season. Which I'm going to clarify this. I don't know if I'm thinking of the right stats. I might be thinking of a different quarterback. But I'm pretty sure his first game was not his best. Which, of course, it wasn't his best. It was his first game. If your first game was your best game, I mean, you're, I don't know, Jesus Christ or something. I don't know. Oh, I dunked it. That's embarrassing. It was only 1 mile per hour wind, and I doinked. Okay. Houston pretty much out of this. I mean, it took them 2 minutes to get that one touchdown, and I barely got in, even on with that much time. So I don't think they're getting anywhere despite a very good return to the 31. All it takes is one mistake here on this drive, which no one is open. I can't do anything about that. Both players were triple covered. And any smart quarterback would take the sack in that situation, and that's overthrown. Another interception. If only this would happen in real life, I don't know, I'd run around everywhere with my Derrick Henry jersey on, but that's not how Tennessee plays. They absolutely are garbage. But I guess I can't be too mad. We're going to have a decent pick, as this is going to be another Tennessee Titan touchdown. I'm not even going to go for 2 to even it out. I'm just going to go for the 1 and end the game. There's no way Houston's coming back. So, no point in actually trying. And I think I doinked it again. Oh, that's funny. Well, that's never going to happen, but sure. Tennessee beats Houston 26-7. Interesting. Now we're moving on to the Falcons versus Bears game. Now we got Atlanta versus Chicago, which, surprisingly, looking at the star ratings that I just looked at, the Falcons are only better offensively by half a star. They are both 1.5 star defenses or 2-star defenses. I don't remember. I don't know why. I had it in my head. I was like, this is what their star rating is on defense and offense. And I spoke about the difference, and I don't remember. Just how my brain works. But anyways, they are exactly the same defensively, but the Falcons are a 3-star offense, and the Bears are a 2.5-star offense. And I'm trying to remember, their defense was exactly 1 star less than Chicago's offense, so it was 1.5-star defenses on both of them. I'm hoping that's right, so I don't look like I just made that up on the spot. We'll see at the end of the game, which I'm pretty sure I'm right. I think. Hopefully. So I don't look like an absolute idiot. Alright, we got one-on-one. Never mind. They are triple covering. Why? I do not know. Oh, that's not a good throw. Oh, they caught it. Alright. Chicago showing them what they about. I mean, if I was the Atlanta Falcons and I beat anyone in Chicago, I'd be afraid to walk anywhere outside of that stadium. Chicago fans are crazy. And just people in Chicago in general are crazy. As the receiver drops a wide open pass, I almost said opens a drops pass. I don't even know. Oh, I thought that was a streak. That was a comeback. Okay, that was my bad. Well, we got one play here that one route that I really think is going anywhere, and that is this flag. Nope. Toss it up. Yes. And the flag is the one play that I told you I was looking at. I told you it was the one good play there. Definitely didn't see that it was perfectly covered and decided just to throw it up to the streak, but somehow hit the flag route as Chicago is struggling. We got not a streak. No, yes. Not a streak. Okay, I was right. Okay, good block. Didn't last for more than a second. Alright, well, got the touchdown anyways. One good play. That's all it took. Played terrible the entire way. The second they got into what is called the green zone, which is essentially like where your team is guaranteed to score. So green zone kind of differs for every team, but not really. It's normally like anywhere past the 30 is the green zone, because that's pretty much where majority of NFL kickers are guaranteed to hit. As the Falcons are laying blocks everywhere, just pancaking everyone. I don't know if you saw that. I mean, you can watch it right where I was running past. Everyone was getting pancaked like immediately. And this is entirely different. It's literally half a star difference rating wise, but Atlanta feels so much smoother. I don't know if half a star really means that much. Evidently it does. Maybe it doesn't, as that pass is overthrown by 2 or 3 yards. Okay, well, maybe they just feel smoother in the short range of passing and running and stuff. I didn't run with Chicago, so I wouldn't know about running. I wonder, though, why is all the teams that, good or bad, they always have a bad running back, no matter what? Is that just based because of the fact that every team values quarterback over every position, despite quarterback being useless without good O-line, receivers, and tight end is not important? Tight ends are valuable, but they are the least important position on the field, in my opinion. Because without an O-line, it doesn't matter if you have a good tight end. I think, in my opinion, a good O-line is bare minimum for a team. Without a good O-line, the team is terrible. Because you need at least a decent O-line before you can get to worrying about anything. Which is where I think a lot of teams go wrong nowadays, is they don't value the O-line that much. Let's see where Chicago can go now. Well, you know what? I was talking about Atlanta being scared of Chicago, but I mean, it's Atlanta we're talking about. I'm sure they're just as crazy up there as they are in Chicago. I've heard plenty of stories about both of them. Okay, I'm not paying attention to the time. I need to do that. I need a quick pass. I'm going to throw it there. Hope the receiver can catch. I need to go down. Timeout. I'm going to hope I can kick a field goal this far. This is about 54-ish yards. 56. I don't know if this will be good. That's max power. And this is going to be too low. No, it's going to be just barely. Okay. So Chicago goes into the half with a lead. Atlanta starts with the ball, though. I didn't think that kick was going in at all. I think the wind was in our favor. If there was wind. I don't remember the wind. I didn't even look. Which is stupid considering it's raining. Which I'm just now coming to the realization of. It's raining in Chicago. This is not Atlanta. This is Chicago. I don't know why I feel like I have to say it like that, like Chicago, with that weird accent at the end. I don't know why, but I feel like I have to say it at the end like that. Running back, easy pass, break a tackle, never mind. I mean, that curl was wide open, but so was the running back, and the running back was running a streak, so I could hit him in stride. Tight end could be open here. I'm going to throw it up there. The receiver might get this. I don't think it mattered either way. I was just hoping whoever caught it would have a person to block for them. And if it went to an interception, there's two people to tackle him. So that's kind of my thought process there, as hopefully that's not incomplete. And hopefully it's not intercepted. Okay. That could have been very bad. It was just a throw that I thought was more of a throwaway. Just, oh, if the receiver gets there in time, sure. He can catch that. Or he can not catch it. Because I wasn't expecting the receiver to be able to get over there in the first place. And it almost turned out terribly. As that's a good kick. I still didn't even look to see if there was wind. I am brain dead for that. I mean, I made the kick. I guess I should just stop caring about the wind, because in the game of the Titans and the Texans, I cared about the wind and I missed 2 extra points. And so far, I haven't missed a single extra point, and I haven't even paid attention. Is that something? Is that a sign telling me that paying attention to the wind hurts my kicks? I don't know. I don't think Hurts kicks. I'm pretty sure he's a quarterback. If you don't get that joke, it's okay. I won't explain it. If you get it, you get it. And comment that you get it. Or just comment, get it. That's what you have to do. If you made it this far and you got the joke, comment, get it. Just no context, just comment, get it. And I'll know exactly what you mean. Break a tackle. If you don't know, the reason I juke into people is because I've noticed that you have a higher % chance of stiff arming someone if you juke into them. And it's easier to stiff arm than to break a tackle, because I don't know why. I guess the percentages are higher for stiff arms than break tackles, depending on strength. I think breaking tackles is more luck than anything, and stiff arms are based off of strength. So I prefer juking into people if I can't juke away from them for the chance at a stiff arm. And Chicago jumps back into the lead. Left plenty of time for Atlanta, though. See if Atlanta can capitalize on that time. I'm going to take that as a touchback. All they got to do is get a field goal, though. If I were Atlanta, I'd run the ball. And I am Atlanta, so I'm going to run the ball. I lost a yard. Okay, maybe don't run the ball. It's not working out that well. Alright, there's a flag route. They're blitzing. Flag route should be one-on-one, if not wide open. It's slightly open. I'm going to hit it. 10-yard pickup. If I didn't lose that yard running, that would have been a first down. Imagine if I wasn't stupid. I'm going to run again. If I wasn't stupid and actually passed instead of running, I would have got the first down. And then runs. I feel so smart. No, I mean, the first run with Atlanta went for 14 yards. So it's not like running hasn't worked for Atlanta. It has. And that handoff animation is so slow. And it probably looks so much slower on your side because my computer can't record in higher quality than 1 frame per second, I guess. I've tried everything. It just doesn't really work. I mean, it's not like Retro Bowl is a high quality game. It's just my computer sucks that much. Alright, give it to the running back. Well, pass it to the running back. I guess giving and passing is the same thing. Alright, I need to actually get some good passing plays in here, as that's going to be one-on-one on the edge. I might just wait till that gets to a certain point and just throw it up. Alright, receiver's open. That's a touchdown. Easy peasy. Why not? Easy touchdown. That should be guaranteed Atlanta win. Unless if I somehow doink this. Oh, I might have doinked it. I did not doink it for the people that care. And aren't just skipping to see the score. I hope people continue to watch. There's some interesting plays. I think I expected Chicago to lose this one. What do I mean I think? I know I expected Chicago to lose this one. If Chicago won, I'd have been flabbergasted. That's an interception. That sack launched the ball farther. How? I don't know. Or it took the ball closer is what I meant. But there's the star rating. I did get it right. Let's go. For anyone that actually cares and watches the stuff, I'm pretty funny. But anyways, that should be the end of this video. And if you enjoyed and would want to follow along for the rest of this Week 17 games and for the playoffs and Week 18 and all that, or if you just want to watch my playthroughs, hit that like button and that subscribe button. Hit that bell so you know when I'm uploading and what I'm uploading. But that'll do it for this one, and I'll see you in the next one.